finna pass these kids. I ain't finna, and I'm trying to let niggas pull up, so I ain't finna go off in a sec. Finna go off in a sec, but you gotta give me some time passing all these children. These children. What's up? We finna go off in a sec. Just give me 1 sec. It's good. You said you working out right now? Good shit, bro. Good shit. Get that workout in. All right. What's up, y'all? Hope y'all having a highly vibrational day, like always. Haven't been going live recently because I haven't really found the time to go live. But right now I got like an hour to 30 minutes, I suppose. So we finna go off right now. I ain't even finna wait for a bunch of people to come in here or nothing. If y'all, the live's gonna replay anyway, so if y'all see it, y'all see it. If y'all don't pull up, y'all don't. Maybe in the future I will have a more scheduled live. This was kind of like a thing that would just, you know, off the cuff, just, hey, I want to go live right now, boom. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I make it more scheduled, more professional, all that. This is one of the other options, right? So what is this live called? This live called is called Watch This If You Want to Get Motivated. Real quick, just a little motivation for your life, because what we run into is we run into not getting shit done because we don't know what is the point. What's the point of getting shit done? What's the point of doing this? And even though it is very practical. See, I heard this quote, oh my God, what's this nigga's name? His name was like Jeff Staples, Jeff Sessions, something like that. I forgot. I saw it on his podcast called Ferrari Talk, right? And he said this, and I think this quote is amazing, right? He said, life is simple, but it's not easy. And that's a fact. Life is very simple, but it's not easy. Because think about it, bro. A lot of people want to make their YouTube channels. A lot of people ask, man, how do I grow my YouTube channel? Like, I mean, I don't even got all the answers. My YouTube channel ain't even the craziest, ain't even at its full potential yet, right? But if you make a video every single day, if you make 3 videos every single day for 3 years, bro, you're going to have 100K. As long as you don't make videos about like your toes or like some weird shit. I mean, you can even make it. Listen, there's hundreds of niches and shit like that. But my point is that shit's simple. If you make a video every single day, you gonna get subscribers. That shit's simple. But people don't want to do that because that shit not easy. It's simple, but it's not easy. Everybody already knows how to be successful. Everybody already knows how to be successful. Positive thinking combined with hard work. That's all it takes. Positive thinking combined with persistence. That's all it takes. That's literally all it takes. But a lot of people don't want to accept that because, number one, you don't think positively. You think every single day in your life, you think, I'm not going to get this. Why do people not like me? I gotta, I'm so ugly. I'm so fat. And you are saying these affirmations which have energy attached to them every single day. And that is just lowering your vibration. So number one, you don't think positively. Number two, you don't give the persistence. And this is something that I was lacking on. You know what I'm saying? This is something that I lack on sometimes. Don't give the persistence to your passion. You know, everything requires a certain level of persistence, bro. Everything requires a certain level of persistence. It really doesn't matter who you are. Listen, Kobe Bryant went to school. This is what this nigga did, bro. He went to school at 5 a.m. and just hooped, shot jump shots for 2 hours before school started. School starts at 7, right? 2 hours before school started, nigga just jumped, shot hoops for 2 fucking hours. Sometimes he worked out with the, sometimes he did it with the janitor. Sometimes he did it with the coach. Sometimes he did it by himself, but he did it for 2 hours every day. And then at lunchtime, what'd he do? Eat real quick, go right back to the gym. Go right back to the gym. Boom, couple more jump shots. Boom, couple more dribble moves. Boom, work on some more stuff. Then, after school, practice or no practice, he was there. Even days there wasn't practice, he was still there. Every day after school, bro. He did this shit when he was young. People like, damn, Kobe's the GOAT. Why is Kobe the GOAT? Oh, it's because he got genetics. Everybody want to run to the genetics. Oh, everybody always want to run to genetics. Oh, Dante, it's your genetics are just so good. You're fucking Anunnaki God, even though I am. But you get me though? It's like, don't give yourself automatically the excuses. How about you put in the persistence, put in the work first as much as possible, and then afterwards, then you can give yourself that excuse of genetics or whatever it was. Yes, Kobe Bryant is genetically gifted, but shit, waking up at 5 a.m., can even adults do that shit? And he was doing that shit when he was young. So my point with this story is persistence. That's all it takes most time. Make sure y'all like the stream so we can get as much people up in here as possible. I'm not gonna go on for too long. Ooh, that sun is killing my eyes. So if you want to be successful, all you have to do is give that work. Give that work. Give that persistence. Because all it takes is faith plus persistence. Because persistence ain't nothing without faith. If you don't think you're going to be what you're going to be, then why are you even putting in the work? If you don't believe in yourself, then why are you putting in the work anyways? Yeah, man, if you don't believe in yourself, then what's the point of putting in the work anyways? So it's faith plus persistence. But if you have faith and you don't believe in yourself, then what's the point of having faith anyways? Those are the only two things, bro. Faith, persistence. Persistence. Posting every single day. Playing guitar every single day. Playing basketball every single day. Playing football every single day. Doing your passion every single day. I ain't got time for my passion though, Dante. I ain't got time for my passion. Make the time. The time's not gonna come to you. You have to make the time for it. If it is that important, you gotta make the time for it. I realized this shit recently, right? I was waking up at like 7 a.m., 8 a.m., which is not a bad time. Most people wake up at that time. But then I was thinking, nigga, I woke up for school at 6. I made sure I was at school at 7 a.m. And I woke up for school at 6 a.m., bro. So I'm thinking in my head, like, I'm doing my passion now. I'm doing my purpose now. and I'm finna wake up for 8 a.m. for my passion, for my purpose. But for school, I woke up at 6. Does that make any sense? It's like you transferring your job and you gave more work to your job. You gave more consistency. You gave more hard work to your job that was paying you an hourly rate. So it really didn't matter how hard you worked in the first place. But now you're doing your passion. Now you're doing your purpose. Now you're going to slack. Now you're going to lack. It's consistency. It's waking up and doing shit when you don't even feel like it. Those are the most important days. Those are literally the most important days. Like I had to cut weight for running. I just ran a half marathon, 13.1 miles. I had to cut weight and I had to get skinnier so I can run as efficiently as possible, right? So I had to stop going to the gym for a little bit and completely focus my training on running, correct? So now now that the marathon's over, I have to go back to the gym and I have to rebuild the muscle. I have to rebuild the muscle. And it's just like that day at the gym, man, it was hard. It was hard because you got to think I lost not all of it, but I lost a lot of muscle mass because I had to cut weight. I had to cut my muscle mass to run as efficiently as possible, correct? So when I came back to the gym, that shit was hard. And I didn't want to go. I didn't even want to go because I was already thinking like, bro, when I go to that gym, that shit gonna be hard. My muscle ain't there no more. I lost hella muscle. I lost hella fat. This shit, I'm not gonna be able to lift the weights that I want to lift. I'm finna look weak. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to look weak in front of people picking up them little 30s. Picking up them little 30s and do an incline bench press. Like, oh, man. I didn't want to do it. But you know what? Higher self came through. While that ego was talking, while that low vibration was talking, higher self came through and it said, yeah, but you know you got to do it anyways, right? Yeah, I know. That's me driving to the gym and saying, fuck it. That's me driving to the gym and being like, you know what? It's going to be hard. It's going to suck. And it was hard. I mean, it felt good afterwards. You know, and it wasn't as hard as I was making it in my mind, because that's the most time we do that shit. We make it harder in our mind than what it really is. It wasn't as hard as I made it in my mind, but it did suck a little bit, man. It did suck a little bit. Couldn't do dips like how I wanted to do. Couldn't do pull-ups like how I wanted to do. But that was the most important day, though. Why was that the most important day? Because that was the hardest day. That was the hardest day emotionally, and how I felt on the inside. I didn't want to do it. There was so much resistance there, but I broke the resistance and I did it anyways. And that's why that shit's so important. That's why persistence is so important, because your ego's not gonna want that shit. Your ego wants to remain the same. The point, and this is my point, and this is like the stream a little bit, y'all, so we can get as much people in here as possible. Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, the ego's what the ego wants to do is cement itself into the third dimension. The ego's not a bad thing, it's not a good thing, it's neutral, but it wants to submit itself into the third dimension as possible. That means it wants to give itself certain attributes and stagnate within those attributes. So if you say, oh, I'm just not a person who works out, your ego's going to be like, yeah, you're just not a person who works out, and you will stay with that mindset of, I just don't work out, I just don't exercise. And then it's going to be the same thing, though, if you do work out and if you do exercise. That's why that first day, and everybody who has worked out knows what the fuck I'm talking about. That's why that first day at the gym, that's just the hardest. That's the hardest. Because your ego wants to remain the same. Your ego wants to stagnate, while your spirit, you know, infinite one consciousness, God, whatever you want to call it, your spirit wants you to evolutionize. So it's a constant battle. It's a constant pull. over should I evolutionize and do what I have to do even though it is outside of my boundaries, or should I stagnate and remain the same at the same place that I am at. That is the constant push and pull that as humans we go through. So once you realize these are two sides of your mind, you have to always go with the evolutionized part. Push yourself harder. Push yourself harder. It's so easy to get stuck in the mud. It's so easy to get stagnant. It's so easy because that, going to the gym your first time, that shit not easy. Actually, it may be easy for the first time. It may be easy for the first time. You might have the best time of your life for the first time. But what about that second time? What about that third time? What about that time when persistence begs for the calling? When evolution begs from the calling? When it's like, hey man, you haven't went to the gym in 2-3 days. That's kind of what I'm going through right now, but for running, right? Because after I ran this marathon, I'm like, okay, I need to take a break because my shit was fucked up. My legs was fucked up. I had to take a break. I need to take a break 2-3 days. Cool. Didn't run. So it's been 2 days now. It's been 2 days now since the marathon, right? Tomorrow I gotta hit a run. And guess what? It ain't finna be easy. Because I haven't ran in 3 days. So it's not going to be easy. My ego is trying to submit itself into the position of not running anymore, but my spirit wants to evolutionize, and it's like, well, you got to do it anyways. It's not going to be easy. I just took a 3-day break off. I could just say, hey, I trained, I ran a half marathon, and that's it. I'm done. That's my peak. I trained, I ran a half marathon, that's my peak. That's the ego, right? What my spirit is telling me is that, nigga, if you train, you could run a full marathon. That's what my spirit's telling me. Drop the link, more people will chime in. Drop the link of what? I'm not a so I don't really do that. I'm just gonna save this live and whoever pop in. I got a video coming up today too. If you want to go live with me, brother, we can schedule that another day and time. Just hit my line in the DMs. Hit me up in the DMs on Instagram or something, and we could schedule it. It don't really matter to me. This is just a little quick live though. I'm probably only gonna be here for like 30 minutes, 45 minutes. What was I saying though? Yeah, so I could either reach my peak or I could go further. And what does that take? Persistence and faith. How long does it take to see the results? Depending on what you're doing. Because let me tell you this. And then results, what do you mean as results? Right? Because let me tell you this. I'm going to be real with y'all. I've uploaded a lot of videos. I put in a lot of work on this YouTube channel. And a part of me, which is an egotistical part of me, believes that I should be further than what I am at right now. But the spirit told me this, right? The spirit said this. That's not only egotistical, but that's very illusional. Because you could look at somebody with 100K subscribers and you could be like, man, I put in more work than them. Did you though? How do you compare yourself to somebody else when you are not living their exact experience? You only know what you did. You don't know what that other person did. That person might have done some crazy shit to get where they're at, right? And that's the thing I was thinking about. Everybody wants to be successful, but how much work does it really take to put in? How much work do you have to put in to be successful? My conclusion, and to wrap up my point, I'm going to say this. You don't know. That's why you just got to keep going and be as persistent as possible. You don't know how much it's going to take to see the results. In order to see the results, you don't know. Maybe it takes 100. Maybe you got good at genetics and it only takes 100 push-ups to get to that physique that you inspired to be. Or maybe it takes 200. Maybe it takes 300. Maybe you might see your friend and you be like, man, he barely go to the gym. He already look good. That's what you think. Maybe that's what he's flexing on. I barely go to the gym. But really, that motherfucker be doing pull-ups. That motherfucker be doing squats. That motherfucker be going hard. You just don't know that. That's why you can never compare yourself to somebody else. Because truthfully, you don't know 100% the work that they put in. A lot of people will flex it, especially within this culture. We have like a flex culture now, right? So a lot of people will flex it like it's easy, like they didn't do shit for it. But really, they was putting in the most work. They were putting in the most work. I was thinking like, a lot of people want to be successful, but I bet if they saw how hard somebody like Elon Musk, and we know he probably a part of the agenda. That's not really what this live is about. That's another live for another time. But I'm thinking like people like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, all part of the agenda. I don't fuck with them niggas, but it is what it is, right? But I'm saying, my point is, right? If people saw how hard they work, I don't even think niggas will want to be successful. If you saw how hard Jeff Bezos worked, if you saw how hard Elon Musk worked, would you even want to be successful, man? Hey, Divine Alex, tell me, what do you mean as in how long does it take to see the results? Like, how long does it take to see the results as in what? You mean like working out? You mean, you get what I'm saying? But working out. So to that, it all depends on your goals, right? So do you want to have an aesthetic body? Do you want to run? Do you want to squat? What are your goals? Do you just want to do calisthenics? What are your goals? You know what I'm saying? That's a tip with working out, y'all. If you want to stay consistent, have a goal. Have a goal. And it ain't gotta be something like, it doesn't have to be something. Maybe you just want a nice chest. Maybe you've always been lacking in the chest area and you just want a nice chest. You just want some abs. Have a goal. That makes you stay persistent. And then, add a little bit of spirituality in it. What Add a little bit of spirituality in it. Visualization. Visualize yourself with those abs, with that nice chest, with that whatever. That's what I did, bro. When I was skinny, bro, I'm still am skinny, you know what I'm saying? But when I was way like 130 type, I used to be 130, yes, in high school. When I was way skinnier, I always thought like, dang, I envisioned myself swole, literally. And I believe that there's a study that said people meditated and worked out versus people who just worked out. And the people who meditated and worked out, visualized themselves working out, they actually got bigger than the other group. They saw more results than the other group. Damn, that is a fat ass spider. I was just sitting there too. Oh my god, them bitches is big as fuck. My bad. Good morning, bro. Workout, trying to get lean. All right, if you're trying to get lean, the best thing I could tell you, bro, is run. Run with the hoodie on for a mile every day. And then another thing is, what are you eating? Because most of your results will be reflected upon what do you eat every day. So ask yourself, what do I literally eat every day? Or plan out meals. You have to eat lean to get lean. You have to eat healthy to get healthy, basically. So yeah, that's the best I can recommend, is just running. Running loses so much weight, and it's the best way to lose weight is running. It's the best way to get lean. Running combined with working out. That's all you really need. Hey man, got any advice on using social media less? I would just say delete the shit, bro. Delete it off your phone. Delete it off your phone. Cause it's easier to just not use it, at least for me, and I can only speak for me at the end of the day. But it's easier not to use it at all than to use it a little bit. Because you use it a little bit and then you push that little bit and then you use it a little bit and then you push that little bit and you keep pushing and pushing it until you just using it how you used to use it. So I would just delete that shit for like a couple months, and then when you need it, like you think somebody DM'd you or something like that, you know what I'm saying? And that's another thing. I give people my number now. I don't text, you know what I'm saying? If I know you in real life, I just, here's my number, because I want to reduce as many people hitting me up on Snapchat, on any of that stuff as possible. You know, if I know you in real life and we're probably gonna have a long ass conversation or something like that, I just give them your number. If you want to contact me, reach me by my number. But I would just delete that shit completely. Straight up. Shout out to Colombia. Damn, Colombia. All right, bros. I'm probably gonna get off this soon. I will probably have another live scheduled soon that is gonna be more like scheduled and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So we can get more people up in here. But I just want to, pull up, show some love, give y'all some quick motivation. I know I haven't been live in a minute, but the YouTube is about to go. It's about to skyrocket, like period, point blank. I'm putting in a lot more work. I have a video today, so check out that video. That video is about to upload super soon too, so probably right after this live I'm gonna have a video uploaded. And much more content, man. My point is that I just want to give as much value as possible. Just to add on to this whole discussion, that is the number one thing that I believe that everybody should do with their lives, is just give as much value as much as possible. You are here for a reason. Let's be real with each other. We're not here to watch Netflix. We're not here to go on, just scroll endless amounts of time on social media. We're not here, I'm not saying I don't fall into those traps as much as, the next man, but my point really is that give as much value as possible with every single thing that you do. And trust me, that value will come back. Don't have a scarcity mindset. I had $7 in my wallet and I gave that shit to a homeless person. Not even on no, I gotta be a nice guy type shit. Just here, bro. Here, you're a reflection of me. I know you're a reflection of me. Here, you need this shit more than me. Type shit. And I know I'm gonna get it back anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It's just a level of density, but that's a whole nother live in of itself. But give value. That's my point. I love y'all. Peace out.